fellow SFMers, Elon here from Satori Prime, and I'm gonna try to pull off something magical here in about a minute. So we're actually at Jay's house right now for the Platinum and Black Masterminds. Stuart is down there as well. Now, as you know, Guy and I have been the top earners in the company over the past year. We've actually grossed over $250,000 just in the last 7 months alone. And we've only done that thanks to the mentorship of these two gentlemen. In fact, we've built a 7-figure business on our own just using this information. So here's what I want you to learn. I want you to understand that high ticket sales is the easiest and fastest way to grow a multiple 6-figure business that is passion-based. That's what Jay and Stuart have taught me. So here's what I'm gonna try to pull off right now, okay? I've set up something awesome in here and I'm gonna show that to you in a second, but I'm gonna go downstairs right now and try to kidnap Stuart from inside the Platinum event to actually sit down and have a conversation with us about how he taught me what high ticket sales are and how he can do the same for you. So let's go see if this works. I have no idea if it's gonna work, all right? So first, come on in. All right, so this is Jay's house. Let me show you what I've actually created, okay? So this is actually Jay's living room. You can see I kind of turned these 2 cool chairs. I put some lights. I even have a camera set up and everything. Now, the only piece missing is a Stuart Ross. So we're gonna go downstairs and see if we can disrupt this whole mastermind and get him up here. Come on. Watch your step there. So I don't know if you can hear already, but they're downstairs being trained right now. So let's see if this works.
This is from the Wednesday workshop that you did on and what I want to show you here is the process of where we want. If the ultimate is to end up
Jay,
on this.
can we call timeout for just a second?
No.
Is it, please? Is it all right if we get Stuart for a quick conversation upstairs?
Yeah, get him out of here.
Yes?
He's like wasting time taking on it. You're talking about you. I'm ready.
Awesome.
Thank you, by the way.
It worked.
Thank you, sir.
No worries. What are you doing, man? Serving our event.
Sorry, everyone. I'm good. Thanks. Thanks. What's going on?
So, a present for me?
Kind of.
Am I being punked?
Hopefully not. So check this out. I actually have this set up. I just kind of snuck away and set up a little place for us to hopefully have a chat about high ticket sales. Would you do that?
I don't know.
I'd probably really enjoy that.
You seem kind of organised.
I figured.
I'm surprised you've done that.
Okay,
Let's do it.
Awesome. All right. So we're gonna set this up and see you in a bit.
Nice one. Yeah.
So hi everyone, we pulled it off. I have the Stuart Ross here with us. First of all, thank you for leaving the Platinum event.
No worries. First time something like that's happened. In fact, normally it's me up to tricks, and
I learned one from my mentor.
There you go.
So here's what I basically shared with them. You obviously had a monumental impact in mentoring us on high ticket sales and showed us the path to basically generate a passion-based multiple 6-figure business very quickly.
Yeah.
We've actually taken that information and turned it into 7 figures. So
Congratulations, by the way.
thank you. It's nice, right?
Yeah.
So
I'll take the credit, by the way.
You can take all of it.
It was all me.
It was all you.
And you just showed up. You showed up, you know, followed a few steps.
That's not actually that far from the truth.
It's true, actually. Yeah.
So here's you. I have a few questions that I know people ask us all the time, and I figured why me share them if it can come from you. You're obviously the guy that trained me. So let's just start by telling people what are high ticket sales.
Sure. Simple way of looking at it is it's higher priced items, higher costing products, and excuse me, I've been talking all day, so you'll have to bear with the throat here. I think we'll get through it though.
Yeah.
It's really the high ticket business model is where you have a business that's very much focused on acquiring customers who are going to spend money and spend a decent amount of money.
Yeah.
Now there are a lot of things involved to be in a high ticket business.
Yeah, for sure.
Certainly a successful one that delivers the kind of value that needs to be delivered. Operate that kind of product and service. But the good thing, as you know, with the SFM and things like that, is that you can also do it as an affiliate. You don't actually have to go out and create your own high-cost products.
That was a revelation for us, by the way, because when we were thinking of doing that on our own, I remember that's kind of when we first met, and we just realized the cost in this, and you just said, well, you don't have to. And I think that was the first time you really piqued my interest. How did you find high ticket
Well, I was just actually going to say, that's a good question, because that will kind of help put clarity onto how I got involved and really backing up the statement that you can do it as an affiliate. Because believe me, if somebody had said to me back in 2008, even 2009, go out there and create expensive products to sell, I would have really not had a clue. Have a clue where to start. But I actually high ticket products as an affiliate by complete accident. And it was a really nice accident because I ended up having a $1,000 commission for one sale on a product that I didn't even know I was promoting.
I don't think I've ever heard this story.
I don't think I've told it that much. So this is actually, this is a good time to share it.
Yeah, perfect.
So let me take you back to 2008.
Okay.
And at this point, I was actually full-time working on the internet. The truth is, though, even though I had the internet lifestyle, I had my laptop and I could work from home, I was working long-ass days, longer days than I was even in real estate. If you've ever heard even a slight part of my story, you'll know a big part of me wanting to have my own business was freedom. And part of freedom is having a bit of free time. But anyway, so what happened was I was sitting in front of my computer all day long doing affiliate promotions and selling affiliate products, and very good. It was a great business model. But then what ended up happening is I was actually selling a lot of affiliate products in the dating niche. So giving relationship advice, dating advice as well, and what actually happened is I was selling an ebook for a vendor, if you like, a product owner, who wrote really good material and shot really good trainings and actually held workshops on how to kind of meet your life. So for about 6 months straight, I was making about 50% of my income selling in the dating industry across others. And I remember logging in, and it was a midweek day, I can't remember, maybe Wednesday or Thursday or something like that. And I remember logging into my affiliate ledger to see what sort of ebook sales were coming in. And one of the products I was selling after the ebook as an affiliate was like $300. And that was where I was, really kind of making the bulk of my income with that product. I was getting about $200 on a $300 affiliate sale.
Still good.
So I was doing, a couple of those a day, $400 a day on this product. It was a nice little business. And I logged in on this day and I thought, wow, I've made a lot of extra sales today. And I'd made, I don't know, maybe like $1,800 that day. And for me, even an $800 day was really quite good. I was getting more consistent with those. But then I scrolled through and I saw that I'd only sold like an additional product, one extra product, to go up to that level of income. And it was because I got a $1,000 commission for selling a workshop for $3,000. And I was kind of like, wow, all it said was something like the name of the workshop, I can't even remember what it was now, and then it said $1,000 for that referral. Now, if you're new to affiliate marketing or you don't know what affiliate marketing is, the beauty of it is you don't have to do any of the fulfillment, you don't have to create the product, do anything really other than find the customer. And as far as I was concerned, I was just selling these ebooks and these courses and knew nothing about this workshop.
So let me just interject here. So original plan was kind of like other affiliates, selling just
completely
low ticket type, you know, $200, $300 products.
Yeah.
And that's where you thought was the end all be all, right?
I'll be honest, I thought I was super smart. And the reason I thought I was so smart is because a lot of people were doing ClickBank and a lot of people were doing like things like the lower cost
like
products.
27,
exactly.
Stuff like that.
And so for me, the fact I'd found a product line where there was like an ebook for $20, which was 100% commissions, by the way, which is what caught my attention at the time. And then there was a $200 offer and a $400 offer, and he had a couple of others as well, sporadic ones that would come in now and again. But I had no idea he was putting on this workshop. He didn't ask me to do anything. And it gets better, mate. It gets better. So then what happened is I get up the next day and I'm like, you know, over the moon, thinking I'm going to take a day off. You know, why not? $1,800 a day. I think, you know, take a day off.
Yeah, that deserves a good price.
Yeah, I log in and there's like another 3 of the things.
Wow.
Seriously.
So you're making $1,000 commissions for every one of these things?
Yes.
Okay, so I just have to ask, because it sounds to me like you didn't do anything extra.
Nothing.
You were just still promoting
even crazy
stuff, right?
is the fact I didn't even know that I had the opportunity to get those commissions. Like I didn't even know. Like you know, with a lot of affiliate programs, you know exactly what product lines there are, what you get for each product that you sell. I knew nothing about this workshop. I'd never even heard of high ticket products, high price products. So anyway, to sort of close the loop on this anyway, for the next couple of weeks, this product owner is doing more and more promotions, selling more of these workshops, and I started getting like split pay, so like $700 times 2. So I was getting. So what he did is it was either a choice of selling the workshop for $3,000, or he was doing a split pay, which I think off memory it was something like 2 times 2,000. So it was more expensive to do the split pay, and then I started getting some split pay commissions as well.
Wow.
Like within a couple of weeks of this all happening, I had seen like over $25,000 additional commissions in like literally a couple of weeks
for doing the same work.
No extra work. No extra work. So can you just imagine this, right? Okay.
I'm trying to, but it's a little now knowing what we know. But I'm just trying to think back in that day.
The cooler thing about it as well is I am about 8 or 9 months into internet business at this stage. Wow. So I'm still very new. I kind of figured some stuff out. I figured enough out to quit my job within 6 months. But like I said, the key thing, because this is going to be important, is that I was working long-ass days just promoting and placing ads, because when you're only making, $100 or $20 a sale, you do need to sell a reasonable volume. I mean, I was earning a good income as a real estate agent. I couldn't live off like 3 ebook sales a day. So, for me to make the kind of income I needed, it meant sitting in front of the screen. And that would be important, because I'll probably come back to that at some point.
Yeah, I know that for us, when we had met you, we were also kind of doing that low tier, maybe not low tier, I'd say maybe mid tier, which is $197, $297 product, something along those lines. And you had basically shown us a product line, unlike something we've ever seen, that we... At the time, I think we can earn up to, I think it was $8,000. Yeah. Right? Now it's even more.
Yeah, correct.
So again, no more work.
Nothing.
Same work that we were doing before.
It's that whole, I hate the cliche, but it's that whole like work smarter, not harder thing.
Yeah.
And it just really proved that concept to me.
So who buys this kind of stuff?
Another good question. So, I mean, there are a lot of different high ticket offerings out there, and I think that the key thing to understand is why people are going to, make these type of commitments and spend $3,000 to go to a workshop in this example. You've just seen downstairs where you kindly interrupted. These are individuals that have spent, all of them, and they have spent over $20,000 at least with our trainings and coachings and programs over time. So why do people do that? Well,
and I just want to interject that they all started by spending $29.95, and yet somehow I woke up to nice emails from you saying that I just earned $8,000, $5,000, etc. from people like that downstairs.
Yeah, absolutely. So here's the thing. When people are buying a lot of products on the internet, it's because they're looking for a solution. They're looking for a solution to a problem. Now, there are all sorts of products that can be sold: physical, digital, information, experiences, seminars, web seminars. But the bottom line is one of the things I learned very quickly is that you want to try and focus on selling products that are going to need to be sold time and time again, and provide a pretty solid solution to a problem. And the reason people simply will spend more money is for a few reasons. Number one is because maybe they've got a big ass problem and they need to solve it, and they're going to do whatever it takes to solve that problem. The real psychology behind it, however, is that individuals are typically prepared to spend more money when they know that they can solve a solution faster. Okay, this is really, really key.
Yeah, okay.
Because in the internet world, you can pretty much solve almost any problem, quite often for free. You can go onto like sites like YouTube, and you can go onto sites like Wikipedia.
Yeah.
And, you can research, you can find videos and tutorials.
Do you find though that those offerings are a little simple?
Do you know the main problem with it is that it's the wild, wild west out there on the internet.
Yeah, anything goes. I mean, you can post anything.
Yeah, and when you're trying to solve a problem and you're trying to do it all by yourself and you're piecing it together.
Yeah.
Let's say, for example, you want to learn how to be successful in internet business or working online. Try and figure that out by going to YouTube and saying start an internet business. You'll get some value, you'll get some good information, but honestly, let me know how you get on.
Well, that was kind of our story.
Yeah.
I think that's how we met you, because we had done the free route, because again, kind of like you, I was like, I'm a smart guy.
Yeah.
There's me and my brother. We figured we can absolutely do this on our own. Mm-hmm. We'll just piece it together.
Yeah.
And we got to a point where I could say we were probably making maybe $1,000 a month,
yeah.
$2,000 a month, but it almost didn't matter what we were doing after that. We couldn't get to that five-figure, 10K, 20K, 50K months, and that's really how we had met.
Yeah. No, absolutely. And just going back to that point in terms of the speed that people are looking to solve problems, because I think to put sort of a bow on that point. One of the things I learned really quickly from being an affiliate selling these higher cost products is that the nearly always the psychology, the decision making made behind that commitment is somebody really wants to go from A to B. That's the first thing. So whether that be to go from unfit to fit, whether that be to go from wearing a size 18 dress to a size 10 dress, whether that be to go from being skinny like me to muscly like Elon. People are always looking to go from one destination to another. And the idea behind selling high priced products is focusing on selling high quality products that are designed to enable someone to get from point A to point B quicker. Okay? And people will always pay premium prices for premium products. It goes without saying. So the idea really is when you're going out there researching and looking for higher priced products to sell, which is, I have to say, a very difficult task. Reason being is, there are very few product owners that are prepared to pay commissions on their higher priced products in the affiliate world. And this is an important point, actually. In the affiliate world, what normally happens is you go out there as an affiliate marketer, and this is totally understandable from both sides. You promote some products, ebooks or trainings or videos or courses or technology or software, and what you're effectively doing is referring a customer, getting a commission for that referral, and then that buyer then becomes a huge asset, not to you, but to the person who owns the product. And
big mistake.
Yeah, and typically what happens, and this is where I really struggled in the early days, typically what happens is that these people start acquiring basically your customers because you're sending them, and then for the future, moving on, they sell them whatever they want, and it's pure profit. And that's the downfall of the typical affiliate marketing model.
Correct.
You're putting a lot of work in, you're referring customers, you're getting maybe a commission on the front end, maybe 2 commissions, depending on what their product line is like, and then you never really hear anything more. So I, anyway, ended up coming across this business model called direct selling. And I suppose the way I would differentiate direct selling and direct sales compared to affiliate marketing is direct sales quite often accompany an income opportunity along with the actual product itself.
Got it.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, I know you know.
No, but that's a good way to explain it.
So when I found out about direct sales, to me it was really appealing. It wasn't MLM, it wasn't network marketing. I didn't have to build huge teams of people. But at the same time, there was kind of like this income opportunity that was offered. I always knew that not only if that was majorly appealing to me, it'd be majorly appealing to others as well. As an example, there are people in this room downstairs right now that you've been paid $8,000 commissions for referring to us.
Correct.
Okay, and they're sat down there right now, and you benefited on a sale. We paid you $8,000 for that referral.
Correct.
So it's very, very appealing. Now,
and I didn't really do that much work.
No, probably none.
I mean, really none. I mean, I
did the marketing.
Showed them this opportunity,
Yeah.
but you and your team that you've built
Yeah.
pretty much took care of the rest.
Yeah.
I remember having a funny conversation with someone that paid $20,000, and we had spoken for the first time, and I said, "Do you know who I am?" And they said, "No." "Have you ever heard of my name or my company?" They said, "No." And I said, "Isn't it funny that you just invested $20,000 in my business, and this is the first time we're ever speaking?" And they sat back and were speechless.
Yeah.
And I just ended the call by saying, "Well, now you're going to learn how to do that for yourself." And they just sat and went,
Yeah.
"Holy moly."
Yeah, yeah. No, and it's just to me, direct selling and affiliate marketing, the combination of the two is an absolute lifeline.
Yeah.
Me discovering direct sales is what actually enabled me to really achieve my initial objective, which was time freedom. And let me sort of go into that. After discovering these nice big fat commissions for referring customers to this dating product, I had a bit of a problem. And that problem is that this wasn't a product that was sold month in, month out. Okay, so some of those commissions, in fact, a lot of those commissions that came in weren't just from ebook sales I'd made that week. They were from past promotions.
Okay.
You know, I'd been promoting for 7 or 8 months, and I had about $25,000 in high ticket commissions from 7 months of work. Okay, so I had that kind of boost, but then it was kind of taken away from me. Okay, because he'd sold his workshop. I didn't know when he was doing his next one. He didn't even tell anyone when he was doing his next one. But I kind of got the taste for it. You know what it's like. It's like affiliate marketing. You do your first affiliate sale. It doesn't matter if it's like $1, $7, $10.
You're doing a dance.
You're air punching.
Yeah.
You're over the moon. And it was kind of that feeling. I was like, wow, like I can earn these big fat commissions, and I'm going to keep promoting this guy. Then I woke up. He doesn't really do these workshops very often. And that's when I had to sort of go out there on the internet and really do a lot of research to try and find other stuff to sell. I ended up finding the direct sales industry, industries that have income opportunities attached to their product lines. And for me, I went into the travel industry. I was selling vacational discount memberships. The way that works is that I sold a membership for in region of $10,000. As a member of that travel club, you got to stay in destinations for a fraction of the cost. I'm talking about stuff that would normally cost you, $3,000 or $4,000 a week, might cost you $200 or $300 as a member. Okay.
Because you pay the membership, then you get a discount.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that was the first direct sales industry I went to. I'm going to be really honest with you. I was quite passionate about that, but again, I found it quite a seasonal business. Yeah. I just found that some months there was a market for it, others there weren't. Can't explain why. It just is the way it is. I guess there's different times of the year people think about that kind of thing.
Yeah.
And the other thing that I found with it as well is that the travel membership with this particular company anyway went downhill. At the point of me promoting it, really in 2009, it was really quite a strong product, but I noticed that the quality of that product was sort of deteriorating as memberships increased. It was harder to get the destinations. There were more and more members coming through. Less and less exclusive deals were happening.
Crappy foundation.
Yeah, absolutely. So then I moved on to self-development because it's something that I believe everyone should invest in.
Yeah.
I wanted the product myself. One thing I would say is you should really never invest in products that you don't want for yourself.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more.
They absolutely, they have to be something that you're willing to buy, and you should be willing to buy with or without the income opportunity.
Correct.
The value has to be there as a standalone, and that was one of the struggles I had. I found lots of products out there, and there was like this income opportunity, but for me it was like selling hot air. Anyway, then I came across, like I said, this self-development product. It was a great product line. It was kind of like Tony Robbins crossed with like Jim Rohn.
Okay.
Crossed with just self-development in general, I guess.
And you probably got really good results from it.
I was thinking it was like Tony Robbins, Jim Rohn, and Landmark.
Packaged up.
Yeah, had like a real sort of varied approach, and I really got a lot of value from it. And I ended up going off and selling well over $1 million worth of their product line.
Wow.
And the result of that was.
And how long a time?
18 months for that one.
Wow.
Yeah, about 18 months. I made about a really easy, reasonably passive, $500,000, very very quickly.
Wow.
With that particular line.
Not talking to customers.
Nah. I mean, actually, no.
You spoke to customers then.
Yeah. So that's a good point. It's a really, really good point. So
because there's two. I mean, you could do either or.
Yeah. So what happened is with that particular product line. In fact, this is actually how SFM came about in the first place. It really is.
Okay.
Because what happened was I was doing a lot of direct selling. I was taking calls. Okay. And, you know, as a real estate agent, which is what I was pretty good on the phone. I knew how to sell. And I could handle objections and I could make sales. And I was used to, you know, bigger commissions as a real estate agent. So I wasn't kind of scared of success, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
So for me, I kind of went into it and got very involved. What I found, though, is that I was referring people that obviously were wanting the product, and a percentage of those people wanted to refer others as well for the income. And they just weren't duplicating what I was doing.
Yeah. Well, you probably came to it from an understanding of what you had done before.
Yeah. It kind of came down to two things.
Okay.
It came down to the fact that I had done affiliate marketing. I knew how to market online and get customers, which is kind of the lifeblood of any business.
Yeah.
And my real estate experience, I knew how to sort of speak on the phone and sell things, close deals, that kind of thing. But a lot of people that were coming to me saying, hey, you know, I bought this product line, it's awesome, I want to sell it. They just, I felt, had very little foundations or knowledge to sort of marry up the two. Often I'd find somebody who'd done affiliate marketing before but had no sales experience. Often I'd find people who had some sales experience that had sort of never done any marketing online. And often I'd find people that really had none of those kind of skills. And it was just, the realization for me is just such a steep learning curve for someone in that situation, especially when you're like working around a job or you've got kids and you're part-time. So the funny thing is that what ended up happening is that led me to start exploring on the internet for something that would assist individuals to be able to market on the internet. So I was thinking, hang on, here's another kind of product line I could be selling.
Interesting.
You know, could I find, you know, ebooks and trainings and videos and courses to assist me with my teachings to help people build a business on the internet?
Yep.
And that's really when I first ventured into really creating my own stuff, because I had this vision of like creating my own trainings, which I started doing at first for free. What I did is I created a training website which I gave to individuals and said, look, if you buy this product line and you're interested in being a reseller as well, log into this website and learn to do what I do.
Interesting.
And on top of that, I found another direct sales opportunity, and that direct sales opportunity actually taught people online marketing as part of their package.
Interesting.
So I suddenly had another product line. I spent about $10,000 on this online marketing coaching company to get their top product. Funny enough, which was called Platinum as well.
That's really funny.
Which is why we got a product line here.
You know what? I just want to mention that something that I don't think people quite understand, and this marries with high ticket, is a lot of people, especially in the low tier affiliate stuff, are always looking for more customers. What Stuart did and what you taught us to do is not bring in more customers, but earn more from every customer. Increase your customer value. You do a lot less work for a lot more money.
And it also encourages you to attract like the ideal customers for what you're selling, and you end up just loving your business because you're sort of surrounded by people who are buying the types of products you are interested in, products that you have knowledge about, because of course you've probably gone through them yourself, and it just kind of just makes everything work really, really well.
So I have a follow-up question, because you just brought up the point. Like, who is this model for? Who are people that we now get to work with that get value from going from point from A to B fast, and are also looking to raise their income, I guess, by reselling this? Who are these people?
So I'm going to be real sort of honest, like with the direct sales business model, who it's for, because, you know, I don't like to beat around the bushes. So straight out of the gate, it's not for everyone. It absolutely is not for everyone. First of all, it's not for people who are limited in their mindset around investing.
Absolutely.
And I'm talking in really a few areas, one being investing time. And that goes for really any business. I think every business you have to be serious about the amount of time you're going to invest. You know, one of the beautiful things about the business model we teach at SFM, and it's probably somewhere we should really share this video, is that we really do give them a step-by-step system that can be done like an hour or two a day. So yes, there's a consistent time commitment required, but we've actually designed the business model for someone who, yes, is going to commit that time and invest that time, but not to the levels of you would normally expect with starting a business from scratch.
Well, I think when you start a business from scratch, you tend to do a lot of worthless work. That doesn't actually provide you anything. Here, we're saying, do this, then this, then this, then this. So your efforts, even though shortened, are actually doing the right things that get you the results.
Well, this is how SFM was born in the first place. It was 2010.
Yeah.
And I had created this membership site, which I decided to rebrand to the Six Figure Mentors. And the reason I branded it as the Six Figure Mentors is I had coached at that time about a dozen individuals to the point of them earning six figures on the internet. Yeah. And I agreed with them to come in collectively and start teaching other people. So it was like, that's where the whole idea came from in the first place.
I can attest, he's pretty good at it.
Yeah. So, I mean, there you go. There's some history for you. So it kind of was born as, out of a requirement to help my students and different products out there. But going back to what, the important point of who's this for, it's for people, first of all, are serious about investing time, treating it like a business. Yeah. But it's also for people who are prepared to invest some capital.
Yeah.
When you look at different business models out there, if you're starting something from scratch in the high street and you need retail and stock and a store, you're talking into the six figures. Most of the franchises that offer six-figure income potential, you're talking about a six-figure startup.
Easily.
I see people, I've got students who have gone out and spent 150, 200, 250,000, sometimes more, usually borrowed money to start a franchise because they like this idea of a proven business model, a lot of good things with franchises. But what's often happened is 2, 3, 4 years down the line, they're now sort of making some money, quite often breaking even at like year 2 or 3, starting to make some money. They actually realise that they've kind of bought themselves a job.
Yeah.
So it's like, I can have my own business, but I'm still reporting to the franchisors. I'm still like following their systems. I'm still in this situation where, I have to work, quite often in often a business that they don't really feel passionate about.
Yeah. They thought it was going to be a cash cow, and now it's a work.
Absolutely, and a lot of people think like, I'll start a franchise business that's proven and it's in this niche or this industry, and by the time they're actually making any reasonable money, they realise that it's not really that different to having a job. You're still kind of tied to it. So anyway, the idea of direct selling is that you really are someone who's got to be invested.
Yeah.
You're going to have to invest time in your education, in building your business, in your products and services that you're buying. There are potentially affiliate programs out there. I don't really know any these days because I don't follow it. I just focus on my company and my students. But there probably are affiliate programs out there that pay $500, maybe $700, maybe even $1,000 for a sale. But they're not going to be product lines that usually you're going to be invested in because they're so limiting. Like the type of stuff that it's often is in like referring leads to insurance companies, reclaim companies. And the only other way to really have high ticket products in an area that you're sort of invested in is to build them yourself, okay?
Which is super expensive.
Yeah, it's expensive. It takes a lot of experience. It's a lot of
How
hard
big is your
work.
team?
Well, we have like 38 on payroll, and then we have another like 60 people that we reach out and outsource, and then we have another team who works with us, and she manages 200,000 outsourcers.
So that's what I'm saying. It's just to implement and fulfill on a high ticket item where people expect.
Yeah.
If you're buying the Rolls Royce of the industry, you expect Rolls Royce service.
Yeah.
And to do that, I remember when we were doing the math back in napkin stuff, it was just impossible. Impossible to build on our own.
Yeah, no, seriously challenging. And, having been there, I can tell you that it's very fulfilling and rewarding. Creating your own products, it really is. In fact, it's probably one of the most fulfilling things I've ever done, if not. But it's a certain stage in your career, if you like, that time comes.
Yeah.
So that's why I said earlier, I think direct selling it's a bit like a lifeline, and it's an opportunity rolled in one. Like you can start straight away. Our SFM students can start selling our company's Digital Experts Academy product line and earn high ticket commissions for making those referrals to those products, along with other software products and residual income and everything else. But here we're kind of focusing on the high ticket element.
Up to how much today?
Say that again, sorry?
Up to how much today can you earn for a single sale?
It's close to $10,000.
One sale.
Yeah.
One. And this is the key takeaway that I remember for me was just monumental. There's no more work to get a $10,000 commission when you do things right than there was to earn a $50 or $100 commission.
Yeah.
It was literally doing the same amount of stuff.
Yeah. And
that is just crazy to me.
It's why we designed the business model that we've done here. Is what we wanted to create was a way that you could focus on selling something that you would perceive, the average person would perceive as being very straightforward. For us, we have low entry products, whether it be a $30 application pack, a website building system, some sort of software, some sort of WordPress plugin, for those of you who might know WordPress. We have lots of sort of low entry things that our affiliates can focus on selling.
Yeah.
But once you refer that customer to SFM, we have a whole product line on the back end where you can potentially, depending on the type of business model that you want to build and how invested you are, go and earn, like I said, up to $10,000 a sale. If you look at all of our multiple six-figure affiliates in our company, they will all tell you that they make 80% of their money on our high-ticket product line.
Oh, yeah.
It's where the money is to be made.
Yeah, it's crazy.
And another key point, and this is more for people that might have tried doing stuff on the internet in the past, the most powerful thing about having an extremely high customer value and profitability for customer acquisition is that you can afford to advertise on any platform and you can justify it. See, one of the problems with affiliate marketing is it's expensive to advertise.
Yeah.
If you're starting off with a budget of say $100, $200 a month, and you're going out there and you're trying to scale up selling ebooks, it's not very easy.
No, harder today than ever.
Yeah, absolutely. Whereas if you're sort of spending, so let's say your first budget is like $100, $200 a month, it might take a bit of time to sort of really get the mastery on customer acquisition. But once you do, imagine like your first customer going on and spending $20,000, $30,000.
Which has happened to a lot of people downstairs.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And then having like thousands of dollars referral commission coming to you that you can invest back in your business. And that's another thing that I'll say, direct selling is for people who are absolutely committed to investing back in their business. And I have a plan, and we're going to share this with you, to how to aggressively reinvest your profits once you're actually, going out there and making these kind of sales, so that you can scale up. And that's how we've been able to get people leaving their jobs within 6 months, 12 months, and including people who are needing to really replace a very significant income.
Yeah.
And honestly, I'm quite emotional about it all, because every week we're getting, mums who are like finally being able to stay at home with their kids. We've got mums who are retiring their husbands. We had a situation of that last week. A lady in our community, I won't say who, I'll keep it confidential, but no doubt a lot of our members in the community will know who I'm talking about here. But she recently shared a story of the community where she's just retired her husband from a job he hates. Absolutely hates. How good is that? How cool is that?
It's the coolest thing. I just want to go back to one thing that you said about marketing, because obviously that's our strength now. Higher priced items give you just a wider margin of error. Mm-hmm. So if you're earning, say, $50 for every $97 info product you sell, that means that you have to spend below $50 to earn that customer in order to make money. So say it costs you $25, then you doubled your money. But think about how many $25 commissions you would need to make the kind of money that you want, right? So if it's, say you want to make $1,000, that's 40 of these sales. Mm-hmm. Whereas here, I could spend even $500 to acquire a single customer, but that $500 can bring me 10.
Yeah.
Right? So I can spend more to acquire the customer. Mm-hmm. So now I can compete, like you said, in arenas that normally I probably wouldn't be able to. And that just makes the marketing part easy.
Mm-hmm. And the crazy thing is with this type of business model is we can outspend the huge corporations even.
Oh, yeah.
Because we know how to market, and we also have much higher customer value, higher customer value than, the likes of the big brand names out there. So the security that comes with that is huge. Knowing that you can afford to advertise on any platform. A lot of people say to me all the time, I don't have a clue how to market on the internet. I haven't got a clue where I'd even start. The important thing for you to understand, and this is for those of you who are SFM students, is that we're going to teach you to do exactly what we do.
Yep.
We're going to show you how we market online. We're going to show you the platforms that we use. We're going to show you the kind of money that we spend. We're going to advise you based on the product lines that you want to sell and the type of income you want to make, how that's going to have to work. We create a blueprint for our members, a business plan for our members that enable them to do that. And what I really think is cool about the ethos of what we do is our goal, our sole objective is to teach our students to become financially independent and self-sufficient.
Yeah.
The key thing here is self-sufficient. We're going to teach you to earn while you learn.
Yeah.
And the education that you're going to be getting with us through most of our product lines, our companies, Digital Experts Academy, Digital Business Lounge, of course our community, the six-figure mentors, most of our stuff that we're creating is to provide education around succeeding in the digital world.
Now.
Yeah.
That's a key factor, because
Absolutely.
I remember when I was learning, like you said, you go on YouTube, okay, so if a video was even today about, say, Facebook marketing was posted 6 months ago, it's no longer valid. It's done. So you're going to learn things that are working today, not things that worked 3 years ago, which I found to be a huge problem with a lot of the trainers.
Yeah. No, absolutely. And look, you know, I've got to be honest with you, I've got to get back downstairs, but I'm going to wrap this up with, something that I just want to share with you.
Please.
You know, not only have we changed, you know, the likes of Guy and Alarm's life with Satori Prime, I'm even proud of the fact these guys have done exactly the same. You know, they've been generous enough to not only share the knowledge we've given them, but have gone on to continue to share knowledge. This is the type of leadership that we have in our company, the type of people who interrupt one of our platinum workshops that you need to know to actually put this into action. This is obviously great that we can, I don't know what you're planning to do with this, but maybe we'll borrow it ourselves.
Yeah, sure. Listen.
But, you know, it's something that we're going to really give you a plan for. It's not something that's just, you know, theory or some sort of idea we've plucked out. This is something that we do day in, day out. We've sold well over $100 million of products on the internet, along with our leaders. And you know, we're going to teach you how to have your own piece of that pie. So Ilan,
awesome. That was so great. Thank you so much.
Great to have got this video done with you.
Awesome. There's a world out there that is just waiting. There's very few people who know about this, and you could be part of that revolution. So thanks again.
No worries.
And I'll see you downstairs.
Over and out. See you. Bye-bye.
Bye.